Day 2, running Hal Higdon's 5K novice program. Whose bright idea was this? This is not enjoyable. Everything is sore. Living a miserable life. Death becomes me. There are no benefits. Running should be reserved for survival and nothing else. These are all facts. I guess if you think about it, this is for survival because number one, I already do feel like I'm dying. Number two, I'm literally doing this so I can actually try to stay alive for longer. So I guess I'll keep doing it. So 1.5 miles up, 1.5 miles down. Oh my god. Okay, so on a scale of 0 to 10, that was a solid 5.5, 6. Cardio is something I need to work on. Legs, super sore. Feet, today hurt a little bit, mainly because I feel like I was running really slow. And I feel like when I run slower, I tend to put more pressure on the feet. And so I was trying to work on that a little bit, trying a little bit more of leaning and falling forward type thing. And I think that'll get easier the more conditioned I get. But for now, that was super slow. Average mile pace is about 12.5 minutes, 12:28. Mile and a half in 18 minutes, 40 seconds. So something's better than nothing. Better today than I was yesterday. All the things I'm telling myself. So let's, God, I want ice cream. I want froyo. I can't. Haven't had dinner yet. Okay, let's eat. Oh. So why running? A few different reasons. Number one, it's something that I don't always like to do, and I really believe that doing things that you don't always like to do is really important for your personal growth. And so even though it's not my favorite form of cardio, and I would much rather prefer to do something like riding a bike or paddleboarding or more fun stuff like that, running is that thing that I know I need to lock in and really put effort into in order to succeed, right? And to complete the goal, whatever it is that's associated with the running program. In the past, I've done mixes of 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathon training, and it's always been like 6 out of 10 commitment and success. Well, with the exception of maybe early on when I was doing half marathons a lot more frequently, that takes a little bit more commitment. You know, in order to survive the half, it takes a little bit more time and energy and effort. And so, you know, but 10Ks and 5Ks, it's really easy for me to let a week go here and there. And that's when I start the decline and I go from, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this whole thing in X amount of time to now, oh, well, it's okay if I stop here and there. And while that's all well and good for the purposes of what I'm trying to do this time, I really do want to set specific goals and see how well I can accomplish those things. And so with the powerlifting meet, you know, that went just about as well as I thought it would. With this, I'm really hoping that this will jumpstart the weight loss stuff that I'm trying to accomplish for this year. And, you know, incremental goals, just little steps in order to get there. So I figure doing something that requires a little bit more mental focus and challenge and commitment, I think is a good move for me. You know, lifting, the powerlifting stuff, that's stuff that I like to do, but now it's time to kind of challenge myself in a different way. You know, on top of that too, I'm a bigger guy, and there are body image things that happen when you gain weight, right? And so activities like running is something you don't necessarily think on a frame like this looks graceful in terms of how the activity looks to an outside viewer. And I know that's a lot of like mental stuff to even think about, but those are the types of things that I'm sure a lot of people consider when they're doing an activity, especially something as public as running, right? Even running around your neighborhood, you get self-conscious about, oh, who's looking, who can see me? And so there's a body image component to it. And I think I've always wanted to engage in running because I'm like, no, we gotta challenge that. Like, there's no reason why we can't be seen. You know, people who have bigger frames like this, why can't we be, you know, the face of things like running and cycling? And actually, there's a lot of really exciting stuff that's happening right now with cycling, both in the realms of alternative body types, not even alternative body types, just different normal body types. You know, ethnicities, races you're not normally used to seeing in the front cover of magazines that are typically, you know, like historically covered by thin, attractive, white people. And so it is kind of refreshing to see that, and I want to be a part of it. You know, getting out there and making it the norm, I think, is an important win. On top of that, you know, they're the mental win. And I think just the practice of getting up and committing to something and knowing that you need to do this thing today and stacking up those wins throughout the week, even if it's like 5 out of 7 days that you were locked in. Those are the mental wins that add up over time. And I think that those things help build a lot of mental resilience and can help get you through harder times, right? Those types of practices and habits that you form in the times of regular life and peace are gonna help you when things get tough. And that mental resiliency, tapping into that is invaluable, I think. And that's what running helps me with. It helps me remember that I can do hard things. I've done hard things before and I'll do them again. And so with this type of thing, same mental practice. And as much as my quads are sore already today, I know that I'm gonna feel okay in a couple of days and I'll get back out there and finish what I set out to do. So with that said, I'm getting close to calling it a night. As you can see, is not my normal setup. I'm staying at a hotel tonight. Out of town, I'm in Oakland for work tomorrow, so I need to hit the hay sometime soon. Looking forward to brighter days. It's starting to get warm. Tomorrow's supposed to be 81 degrees in the valley, so really looking forward to that. And actually, I'm getting excited to take the paddle boards out, hopefully sometime in May, since I'm really, really busy this month. Can't wait. So with that said, with the idea of mental wins, you know, letting those things stack up, I'm trying to restart the habit of using a weekly agenda. I love actual paper, but lately I've been actually getting more into using my iPad, which has been nice because typically I don't like writing on tablets and I just find myself going back to paper. But this time I'm trying something a little different, a little app called Freeform. I'm sure a lot of people use. So it's kind of cool because you can actually track different things or add different things. So like, this is the sheet with my running program, the weekly or daily things I need to do to stay on track. And then week by week, I'm also tracking my stats, so like my body weight and measurements. And then you can also import like a weekly planner template. And so easy little check boxes to help you stack up those mental wins. And so far it's been working out pretty well. I'm gonna keep it going as long as I can stay consistent. So the rest of this week is looking pretty good. I don't run again until Thursday. Tomorrow I'm gonna probably do a little bit of cross training, maybe 30, 45 minutes of like some sort of cross training exercise, so that'll be good. And then just continue shooting. I've got storyboards for certain things that I want to capture. So I'm trying to be a little bit more structured when it comes to these vlogs and stuff. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the rest of the series. This weekend, I'm actually headed out to Bryce Canyon. So that'll be awesome. I've been to Zion before, but never checked out Bryce Canyon. So it'll be really nice to explore, get out into nature because I haven't been in a while and my soul needs it, I think. So Sally will be coming with me too, which will be awesome. It'll be an awesome week. And I hope you have an awesome week too. Was I trying to do the wink? No. How about the kiss? Okay, good night, sweet dreams.